He opened the worm. I want it. Now, Luckless, do we move on to Fruit Basket or Trial Conquest? Hey, JJ. By the way.
Do Trial of Conquest.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You watch Invincible? I forgot.
Yeah, actually.
Huh?
Yeah.
How are you caught up?
Yeah.
All right. Catch me in Pixelmon. I'm so lonely.
Oh no.
One of Satan's greatest soldiers was King Von.
Something's wrong with him. That's not human, man. You're not regular, man.
When I heard that Von got, I was relieved for the community, man.
Cause he was over confessions be like,
guys, man, I ain't gonna.
Bro, he was dead, bro. If he wanted you out of there, he'll go do it himself on feet by himself.
He was the devil, man.
One of Satan's greatest soldiers.
Relieved for the community.
I don't know. I think the worst one I saw was him.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this emergency trial. Because
I mean,
go ahead and tell you this right now. This
just saying, he kind of deserved it.
Wait, this is different. This is an emergency trial.
Emergency trial. Because I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this right now. This was not planned. I had like 2 other videos I was working on for this month, but I completely forgot that the man that I have had a seat reserved on this round table for 3 fucking years has finally made his debut. So everything is getting put on hold right now because this monstrosity is the #1 priority right now.
Yeah, 100%.
So let's go ahead and get down to business. The evidence is on deck and ready to be presented. So without further ado, Exhibit S.
What?
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I present
Exhibit S.
Motherfucker's S rank already.
This special Exhibit S, Conquest, Satan's greatest soldier. So, do y'all remember back in season 2 when Anissa's trifling ass told Mark that the next time the Viltrumite sends somebody to Earth, it's gonna be somebody 10 times worse than her? Yeah, this old nigga is who she meant. Conquest, the most terrifying Viltrumite in the Empire. And I really mean that, because all the other Viltrumites are scared of this nigga. And I mean, I don't blame him, because this motherfucker look like he loved to scrap. Just take a glance at him. Big buff old nigga with a prosthetic arm that looks like the Infinity Gauntlet, an egregious nasty bald spot, and some crooked ass teeth. This man don't give a damn about his appearance at all. And that is a major sign to never with a nigga like this, because they ain't got nothing to lose. They do this for the love of the game. So when he pulled up on Mark, motherfucker instantly says, "Stand ready for my arrival, worm." Already degrading this man on their first interaction. This is how you know this ain't gonna go well. Bro already thinks of him as fodder. So they start scrapping. And just by the shockwave of the first punch, people already dead. Flying like...
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Let me ask you
a question. The first... What?
Have you seen the edit where people are editing it to say, "Stand ready for my worm's arrival"? Have you seen the edits for that?
Man.
Ragdolls. So let's just go ahead and get started on this murder count, because it's gonna be a lot. You know what, let me just go ahead and say this. If you thought the collateral damage between Sukuna and Maharaga was bad,
100%.
This is 10 times worse.
Yeah.
So Conquest but smart and pile drives him.
Hold on. One thing I couldn't get about Invincible is the fact that he's trying to avoid as much collateral as possible, right? He sees Conquest, right? And the first thing he thinks to do is shockwave punch in the middle of the desolated city that he just finished saving. The place is already destroyed and he just throws a punch.
Well, to be fair, I don't think he could pull a Dragon Ball Z and try to take him off to a random desert, random Arctic place. I'm just saying.
After he pinned bro down, he started telling Mark why he was actually here. And this is when we knew this nigga was crazy. He told Mark, "Right about now, Anissa's trifling skank ass would be yapping to you about, oh, we gotta do this for the Viltrum Empire, blah, blah, blah. I will tell you this right now, little nigga. I came here to whoop your ass for the love of the game. He
Yep.
really is about this life.
Yeah.
Man said, fuck the objective. I came here to whoop your ass, nigga.
I'm here for the side mission.
Kiss my ass. So Mark punches him, and Conquest is just like, oh, fuck yeah. That's what I like to see, cowboy. So Mark starts slamming him through multiple buildings. Then he full sends him through the stratosphere and starts hitting him with that Injustice 2 Superman move.
Oh my god, yeah.
Sending them all the way to space. But at this moment right here is when we figured out that this man is a freaky ass nigga. He blew out a bubble.
Yeah, this confused me a lot.
What confused you?
The fact that he, the fact that he stopped, let out a bubble of his blood go out, and shaped into a heart. This had me like taken aback.
Can I just mention that that's how you instill fear? Is aura farming? And that has so much aura. It might be Diddy aura, but it's still aura.
Diddy aura.
And just flipped it. Excuse me? What do you mean by this? Nasty ass nigga. So Conquest rams him back into the atmosphere. They hit him with the right hook with the Infinity Gauntlet. And he just takes a nasty drop to the ground. Hell, even the news caught that on 4K. Mark's mama watching this like.
Alright, be honest. Conquest might be a little zesty.
You don't say.
I ain't gonna lie, out of anybody in this whole show, Debbie gotta have it the worst. Your
Oh,
son get his ass
100%.
beat every Thursday. Your husband called you a damn pet. And then he fucked a cockroach. And now you gotta take care of a purple nigga. Man, prayers up for Debbie, man. So while Mark was just knocked out, surviving like on 1 HP, trying to get his wits together.
Dun-it, just the red sound.
And then while coughing up blood, he notices the ground starts to
The
shake.
Gen 5
And he
dead
knew in his head,
low health
oh,
sound.
fuck me.
Motherfucker ulted.
Oh.
This man just ulted the city. The amount of people that probably just died there is insane.
People already dead there. There were still finding dead bodies. We can't even tell anymore who was alive or who is dead now.
This is supposed to be down.
Imagine you're getting pulled from the rubble, right? And then suddenly, shockwave, suddenly you're buried again. Imagine that.
God damn.
Downtown Chicago.
Yeah, you were under the fucking rubble for like 25, 26 hours, and then you finally feel another person's hand grabbing your hand and pulling you out, only to sit back down.
Chicago, which has a population of 244,000. And let's just lowball it, because a lot of people evacuated the city after the Invincible War. So let's say he just dropped off 1/8 of niggas. This man just killed about 30,000 motherfuckers with his ult. Oh man. This
That's a
nigga
good
needs
use.
to be stopped. Also, this is a clear act of terrorism. Just to add that on there.
Mr.
So then
President.
he sends a fly, and then he hits Mark with the Injustice 2 super move.
There's been a second Viltrumite.
All the way to another
Literally.
city. Nigga
Well,
threw his
it's
ass
like the fourth one now, isn't it?
to another
I mean,
area. So after
there
getting
was.
Oh, plus
I mean,
you gotta remember that people saw Omnimark.
Yeah.
flung across
Man,
the
this was
country,
not a good
seized
weekend.
Conquest.
And
The
this-
man at full
Wait, hold on.
speed. So after getting flung across the country, Mark sees
He's about to rock my shit.
Actually, look, hold on. This got me off guard
So
here.
after getting flung across the country, Mark sees
Now I know what you're thinking, and the answer may surprise you. You're wondering how I got here. Well, it all started.
All that shit, all that talking shit, and you just mid-fight go, stop!
Wait!
Quest coming at him at full speed, looking like prime Ray Lewis. But Mark just screams
Wait,
to
wait.
stop. Because
Wait,
he's
wait,
just giving up at this point, and he's just like, please, I beg of you, shut your ass up, nigga.
Give me that beating.
Motherfucker, I'm having the
Okay.
time of my life right now.
I gotta give it a Conquest. He paused just to make sure he heard that right.
Man, just look at the collateral, bro. This man is missing his leg. Just made him an amputee. Oh, Lord. So while Conquest kept on yapping about how he was basically gonna kill everybody on the planet, Oliver comes in, showing Lucas, that senior citizen across the block. But man, oh man.
As he should.
This part is terrible. Oliver flies into Conquest just to get a big slap and dribbled
Put
like a
down.
Yeah.
ball. Oh my God! He slapped.
I just gotta say,
Motherfucker got pile drive by a slap.
look. I'll give it to Oliver. Yes, he is like actually growing like very like way quicker than Mark in terms of being a Viltrumite, like in terms of like gaining strength,
Well,
in terms of
because of-
using his.
That's because of the bug.
Well, yeah, I know that, but like even as a kid, Oliver got his powers way younger than Mark. Just saying, and the fact that he's able to use his powers a bit more rapidly, I guess he's learning to control them more quickly than Oliver, and not Oliver, than Mark.
Yeah.
Mainly because of his like race and everything that plays into it. But still, he is still a child going up to a senior veteran for an ass whooping. And in my head, I'm just like thinking, my guy, if you can't handle Mark or whatever, well, actually, can he take Mark as he is then?
No, he can't.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's a lot like Omni-Man and Mark. It'd be like that kind of fight.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering what gave Oliver his confidence, only to be bitch smacked to the ground like the little kid he is.
I just can't wait for the because I know the manga a little bit. I just can't or the comics.
Manga.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck you. I know the comics a little bit, so I just can't wait for the Battle Beast Thrag fight.
Oh boy.
Exactly. But what I will say, okay, is I was high when I watched this, and I watched it as it came out, like the hour it came out, by the way, right? With the TV lights that I showed you, so it was amazing. It was a real good experience. But the only thing that played in my head was right here. Hold on. So you just fly into him.
Conquest.
He readies his hand, right? This scene right here. You know
Yeah.
what? You know what played in my head right here?
What?
Lord, bless my hand so this thought can know her place. All I thought about was a pimp named Slickback.
And dribbled like a basketball. Oh my God! He slapped the soul out of this purple nigga. Look at that impact frame. Dear God. Just for that, bro. Hit this man with child abuse. That was disgusting.
His father wasn't around. You had to show him some fatherly love.
Disgusting. So he grabs Oliver midair. And he's like, hey, little purple squirt, what's your name? I'd like to know the name of my victims before I dismember them. But Mark comes in and saves
He's
Oliver's
fucked.
life. And he starts begging to his little brother. He's like, Oliver, get your little ass out of here now. But Conquest did not care that Oliver was a child, because he just thought of him like another toy to play with. So he off Mark and just starts slamming him through everything. This man pulled out the whole Broly moveset, dragging him through the ground and shit, and just throwing him like a pussy. And at this point, this wasn't even a fight anymore. This just became pure, unadulterated torture. Look at him just dragging him through shit.
Oh.
Stick through every building possible. And Lord have mercy, the innocent civilians affected by collateral.
Do you rewatch it just to see like what's happening to the civilians in the background of the shit? Because I do that. I do. That guy is
Sometimes.
fucked.
You don't say.
Continues to rise. As he slams Mark into the ground, you just hear them falling in the back. Splat. Poor man just went face first into concrete. All because he was simply at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Wrong time.
Shame. Then look at this other dude, man. Come on, bro.
even show
so
that.
Conquest uses Mark as a human skateboard and drags him all the way into this bus. And then after this, he proceeded to go on another yap session. Bro was like, you know, kid, seeing your face all bloody like this brings back some good memories. You see, this ain't the first time I whooped your ass, boy. I've actually whooped your ass in another universe. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Oh,
You see, I
I heard
this
about
bat
this.
named Lucille.
I heard about this. This was so poetic.
I know. And I can't believe he's making a reference to this.
And I bashed your fucking skull in. You took it like a champ too, kid. You had a eyeball and shit hanging out. And you know what the best part was? Bashing your skull in front of your wife. Absolute.
Not Adam, Eve.
Oliver comes in to save Mark. And man, I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
This shit is a multiversal beating.
This part right here is why Conquest needs to be put on a watch list.
Yeah.
He tells Oliver, "Oh, welcome back, little purple squirt. I'm gonna split you in half and eat your heart out." So he slaps Mark and gives Oliver a nasty right hook.
As he should.
And my lord, when Oliver got up,
I really said okay. So you know how I said the pimp name select joke earlier? This slap for me. You know what I said? You know
What?
I immediately, as soon as I saw him raise his arm like that, I was like, "I
you in half and eat your heart out." So he
sit back. I'm gonna show this one a little. I gotta show this one a little bit of love.
slaps Mark and gives Oliver a nasty right hook. And my
Go take a break.
when Oliver got up, he started puking blood and his teeth was falling out. All them damn teeth. That boy about to get a payday from the Tooth Fairy. Then he palms his head, lifts him over him, and starts stretching his body. And he's yapping to him like, "Do you feel your body starting to rip, purple
Oh,
squirt?"
damn.
I bet it feels amazing. I wonder what blood type you are. Personally, O-type tastes the best. But Mark finally saves Oliver from this freaky ass nigga. But dear Lord, y'all already know what we about to do. Hit that nigga with attempted murder with child abuse on the side. Like, yo, he almost ripped this kid in half. But man,
Is Transformers
man,
1 good?
It's time for this man's nastiest act. The beach.
Transformers 1?
Yeah, is Transformers 1 good? But also the trade.
Oh, yeah.
So we already know.
So is it good? I know you watched it.
Yeah, it's pretty good, actually.
That Mark is pretty familiar with being a human meat shield.
Oh,
But this
100%.
time, I ain't even gonna sugarcoat it. In my opinion, this is way worse than the train. So Conquest starts dragging Mark to a beach. And before tragedy strikes, you just see this girl, and she could only react for a split second. Conquest rams through the beach, killing everybody on impact, flying straight through the city, and ramming people with Mark's body in a straight line. The nigga was
I mean, it's the same. I wouldn't say it's worse.
moving so fast, he was just breaking people's bodies. And oh my
Yeah, okay, the kid one was a little far, but yeah.
God, that poor
Yeah.
kid. Mama was probably just walking him to school. And now he ain't
Aye.
home. And mama is roadkill. And who just
Roadkill.
through the city. Oh Lord. Mass murder, terrorism. Hit him with every charge in the book, dog.
Everything! Oh, it's
Every Geneva Convention.
Terrorism. Hit him with every charge in the book, dog. Like,
I'm just saying.
this was so unnecessary. You didn't have to do this. And who knows how many bodies that is? I'm not doing the math for this one. Uncountable. So after this man just committed a literal terror attack, Eve ends up showing up to help.
I was like, what the fuck you gonna do?
Same.
And you could just see the look on Mark's face, man. Oh,
shorty
out
he-
of all
Get
the
the
times
fuck outta
why
here.
now? And then here go this nigga Conquest looking at her like, well,
Bitch, run.
salutations, fun shit. Oh, you look delicious. When Mark came in and tackled him, he was like, get your freaky ass away from her, nigga. But Conquest headbutts Mark and shatters this man's leg. Bone popping out and everything. Your season is over. So the only person standing in this man's way now was Eve. And I ain't gonna lie, Eve locked the fuck in.
You know, I didn't know that. So I watched the clip finally. So my YouTube shorts have been Parasite and Death Note for the last week.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't know this came from Parasite.
You didn't know?
I did not know.
And have you watched it?
Mm-hmm. No, not Parasite.
Oh, you never watched
I've never seen Parasite or Death Note.
Dude, I saw when this meme started becoming, when this meme was like gaining popularity, and I was like, oh yeah, I guess he looks like he's locking in, and literally he did lock in that scene.
He thought he saw something behind the eyes.
And then I saw like, I see it everywhere. I'm just like, huh.
No, I didn't know it was from Parasite. I knew the meme. I just didn't know it was from Parasite.
I knew it was from Parasite. I knew when I saw the fucking scene, I knew exactly what happened.
Honestly gave this man a better fight than Mark. She made her whole little Iron Man suit right and started abusing
I don't know why she had
that
to waste
broken
that
ass
energy,
power of
though.
hers. Out here changing the density of air, making a big ass hammer, slamming that nigga. Kapow! Let me give you one more. Wha-bam! She was comboing this nigga. Mark looking like, damn, maybe I am sorry as hell. Look at her. Put a fishbowl on this nigga's head, then hit him with a slam some spitballs into his ass. She just started spamming, throwing axes at the nigga, spears at the nigga, crushing him with her wall. She was mashing every button on the controller. But unfortunately for Eve, when she threw her last spear, Conquest finally blocked. And Eve was negative as hell. He sideswipes, then he sideswipes her again. Then he grabs her, rips the helmet off of her, rips the armor off. And man. He shortens the flesh off the bitch. Then he drove his hand to her guts.
At that point, I was
Did you know after she, like, spoiler alert if you haven't seen The Invincible, it's about to come up. But when she repairs herself, do you know that she does it a couple more times in the comics, and each time her breast gets bigger?
I did not know that.
Yeah. She does it subconsciously for herself.
Eve was done cooked. Half her face is broke, and her intestines are literally falling out. Oh, this was just brutal. And to add salt to the wound, this freaky ass nigga licked her blood and said, ooh, delicious. That's gotta be O-type. So
God
Mark,
damn it.
with the coochie rage boost,
It's sad that I'm O-type.
went up to Conquest and actually shattered his gauntlet while shattering his hand as well. So Mark finally decided to lock in after the husband was on life support. And look at this, bro. Conquest started bear hugging this man just for Mark to bite the flesh off of this man.
Pulled a
Bro
Goku
was
out.
turned feral. But the end of this was just crazy. Conquest hits Mark with a combo and plants him on the ground. And he gets up in his ear and says,
I am so lonely. All the other mice are scared of me. They think that I'm a freaky ass nigga. They didn't give me a name.
You are.
I only have a purpose. Conquest. I'm suffering from my own success, nigga.
So after Conquest shared his deepest insecurities to Mark, he starts choking the life out of him. And it's about to end early, but resurrected Eve with the power of, shit, I don't know. It's that nigga with a love beam, and she fried.
If she didn't like come back to life and shit and reconstruct her body, I would have honestly said that's savage on a different level. I would say you unload all of your insecurities, everything that's been building up in you to a guy you're about to kill. The next thing you say, take it to your grave.
I think he would have took something.
This old nigga till his ass was butt booty naked. And from this point, it was over. Mark started playing God of War and started spamming circle, finally putting an end to this senior citizen's reign of terror. Or So we thought, because after the fight, this dumbass buffoon.
Oh my god.
Cecil,
You know, there's like 3 more mistakes that he makes in the comics.
Well, what happened?
You want me to tell you?
What'd he do?
It's a little bit of a spoiler.
Well, I don't care about spoilers in Invincible.
Alright, just letting y'all know, a little bit spoilers. Skip like 2 minutes in if you don't want to know. But anyway. Look, so this is the first mistake is keeping Conquest alive. Second mistake is telling Mark that a guy named Dinosaurus, who makes California complete, like deletes California and makes it all glass, that he was kind of right, that it produces clean energy. So then Mark goes and joins the Rexosaurus or whatever his name is, and flooding the Earth because some reason I forgot. Then the third mistake he ever did was trusting Robot, because Robot betrays both him and Invincible, locking Invincible in another universe while he goes over. And once Invincible comes back from that universe, he goes to Cecil to tell him, hey, this. And do you remember season 1 what the whole thing about Dark Blood was?
About what?
Okay, remember season 1 of Invincible?
Yeah.
Why do you think Cecil never told Mark or Debbie why that he was expecting he was suspecting Omni-Man was the killer for the Guardians? Because if you tell anyone, they become targets. So you know what Invincible does is immediately as he comes back into the universe, he goes to Cecil. He tells Cecil's. Guess what Robot does? Fucking kills Cecil.
decided to keep him alive. And man, buddy, how do you think this is gonna go when he wakes up?
Who do you want to voice Thrag? I really do. I don't know who I want to voice Thrag.
I don't know.
It's got to be someone like tough.
You know what? I don't even need an explanation. You know exactly what the is gonna happen. The Conquest trial. And ladies and gentlemen, this is our final spreadsheet.
Awakening.
All of
Awakening.
this-
What?
2 words.
Everything.
Legend pouch.
Nuh-uh. Yay! We got more. Don't do it yet. We'll do it when we swap over.
I know.
Special.
I'm just letting you know.
Easiest round table win of all time.
Oh, yeah,
no
100%.
questions need
Oh,
to
yeah.
be
He
asked.
belongs.
So that's it. So hope y'all enjoyed, man. And I should see y'all next week if
I
everything goes well.
I just
But
go
next
like-
week-
Next weekend, you say? Next weekend? You said next weekend? Nope. I didn't mean to click on that. You said next weekend. I want to know now. You son of a bitch. He's lied to me. Before we continue, before we go on to the next one, I gotta see something real quick. I think you'll like this.
I will not let you destroy
This is Dragon Ball, by the way.
I know.
I will not let you destroy my world!
The amount of times this has happened is hilarious. Alright.
I am so lonely.
Oh, okay.
I gotta show you the first one. This is from Pringus
No.
McDigus. Go support it.
I will not let you destroy my world!
I love this one too. This is from season 1.
Fuck Amber.
Exactly. That was beautiful. Another win for cjdachamp. So what do you think of the Conquest trial?
Conquest?
The Conquest trial. What did you think about it? What do you
Say
think?
Conquest?
Conquest? Crust? Conquest? Yeah. Yeah. you gonna say anything about it?
Say Conquest?
Conquest? Conquest? Concrust? Okay. Fuck you. Don't say anything then. You stupid son of a bitch. Anyway, we're moving on to you wanna do Fruit Baskets or My Hero Academia?
I'd rather do Fruit Baskets.